A very good afternoon to all the students. Hope you are doing good and learning new things with me. Right, so we shall continue learning because learning never stops. And today's topic is again pseudo classes. What we have been able to achieve so far was, the random numbers, the odd numbers, and every single thing. So I have a different thing for you today. Right, and we are going to end pseudo classes and start professional designing from today. So let me show you a few more things regarding pseudo classes. All right, I can say star color red. Right, when I say star means turn everything red. Whatever is in the document will be turned red. Star means target everything. This is what we do because professional rule says that the entire web application, including each and every single page of the website, should be blue, right? Should have a single font, should have a single font family. It should not have multiple fonts. Things should not be overlapped. Right, they should be understandable. There has to be, it should have that readability. Right, it should have that diversity. So for that, if I want to use star, I will use it for font dash family of CSS Arial. So I want every single text that's written here in here to be set to Arial, right? So what is color font family? No, sorry, it's only font dash family. I repeat, so I'll do it something like that. Font dash family is equivalent to Arial, and I will target star here, right? I'll say star. I'm targeting entire web page, and I want everything to have. You can see everything has Arial font now. It's automatically changed. This is what we use this star for. Now let's say second example. Now you can see this paragraph here. The paragraph belongs to parent ABC. Some of you might think, why doesn't it belong to body? Body is also a parent. No, parent is ABC and body is the grandparent, right? So we have to, maximum times we'll have to work only with the parent rather than the grand parent, right? So that's not going to work. Alright, so the second thing you can notice here that we have tried to give every single class a different name, or maybe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 paragraphs here, and all 12 paragraphs belong to two classes, either data class, second one belongs to every odd belongs to key class. Every odd will have key class. So there are two classes present. First one is data, second is key, then data, then key, then data, then key. All right, so in that case what we can do, we can target is and is not is the second option that we can target in pseudo classes. So let us say if it is not anything which is not from the anything which is not from the data class, right? Please turn the color red. Sorry. Let's first do one thing. Let's turn everything red. So I will say color red, right? So full application will be having color set to red. Now everything is red. And now the second thing that I do, I say anything that does not belong to data class, turn that blue. Now you can see, okay, anything that does not belong to anything that does not is here, belong to data class, turn the color blue. So it should work. Or maybe anything that does not belong to key class, turn that blue. Who knows? Yeah, maybe we are having some differences right here. Key has a capital K, sorry. Font differences, key has a capital K right here. And dot means class name right here. Fine, so let's see, it's not working. Let me just get rid of this color and see whether it works. Yeah, it's not working. Not is not working here. Let me see what's wrong with not here. All is working, but not is not working. So the parent is div abc, and data has a capital D. Right, so data has capital D. So anything which is not data, not data, turn that blue. Okay, it's not working. I don't know what's wrong with this. So not should work. So let me try ahead of this. Maybe there's something. No, it's not working at all. Right? Anything which is not data. Alright, so let me just get rid of this and see. Well, no, it's not working at all. I don't know what is the problem here. Let me try again. Maybe we've written something wrong. So I will use not, and I will use dot data. Anything which is not dot means class. Anything that does not belong to class data, please turn the color to blue. Blue. Maybe spelling differences. Yeah, we had spelling mistakes. You can reverse the class and tell me where the mistake was. COLOR, color blue. Now you can see anything which does not belong to data class will be affected, and the color will be set to blue. Now you can see first one is from data class, right? It's not. Anything that is not means except from the data class, every single thing will be turned to blue, right? So you can see not data, right? Not actually data class. Now then you can actually say all the data, everything that belongs to data class will turn blue. So it's going to have a complete reversal of that, right? So I'll say dot data, right? We can target dot data and we can turn it blue. You can see this, but the difference is, what if I require the other one, right? So I will target not. Anything which does not belong to the data class will be turned blue, right? So this is how we can achieve the target. You can either target data directly, that all those who belong to data class, right, will turn blue, or you can target all who sorry, do not belong to data class, will turn blue. I'm sorry. Okay. So we're done with this part, right? So we'll continue with pseudo classes, or what we can do right here. Okay, it reminds me of one more thing. You can see the class data here, right? You can see that a paragraph, right, and the name of the paragraph is followed by data. Data is basically the name of the class, so that's why I said paragraph dot data plus paragraph. Please turn the color green. Now what this does is, you can easily see, right, that data, right, hope you are all learning. So you can see this is key and this is data. Hello all WhatsApp, right? So, and then you have data. Alright, you can find it, or what we can do to learn this is, let me turn all data. And let's not have too many. Let's have only few paragraph tags. Okay, let me see. Let me show you this, guys. Now what we have done, you can see the first class is data, right? So that becomes the parent actually. What happens? P.data, any paragraph after the paragraph, then you're targeting the paragraph which is the first paragraph, right? Any class which is data, that means after the first paragraph, when you have the class named as data, right, and plus paragraph, that means p.data, this is paragraph and its name is data, right, and plus after that, if you have any paragraph, turn that red. That means it is not going to affect the first one. Why? Because you said p.data plus p, not affect the first one, but affect all following the first paragraph right here. That's why I said p.data, which is paragraph is here, and the class name of paragraph is data, right, and everything that is followed after that data, turn that green. You can see that that's why the first one didn't turn. We are telling that after the first one, whatever follows, after the first paragraph, whatever follows, turn that green. You can do actually a reverse of that by using this tilde, shift, and it's just near. It's the first key of numeric. If you're using laptop, near 1, you can use it, tilt, and you can do a reverse of that. You can see, okay, and I can say p dot data, right? If it is not p, color that too. Let's have both and see what impact does it make. So I will, instead of this, make it tilt. So we can go with tilde, and it's not working still. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's not working because all are data, right? So let me show you. For example, if this is key in here and if this is key in here, so what is going to happen? All right, so it's following it. All right, maybe we're doing something wrong. I'll have to get rid of the first one and then do second one. Okay, it's not happening, so it should happen. Color, color, color green. So let me type it again. We have a paragraph. The name of paragraph is data, and I'm using this tilted sign, and I say paragraph, and I say color, let's say about blue, right? As simple as anything. Yeah, we can see this right here. That is doing the complete reversal of it, right? And anything which is not actually, right? So if I say data and say data, right? Now everything is data right here, right? You can see this here, and we follow right here data, 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 right? So everything in here is data, but you can see that here we have one small data, or let's say about, we do not have the class name right here, right? So let us say we do not have any class name right here. It's a normal paragraph. Learn often tastes success. Now you can see, right? So anything that comes after that, right, will be turned, or you can see it here also. So we have this data right here. Let me make this capital. Okay, let me basically make everything like this data. Okay, let's say if we have a span here, or we have, let's say about span. What is span? Span is a text container. It's just like div, but this container span is meant for text. If you want to align text, you'll come to know that in the near future. If you want to align text to left, align text to right, so this is the text container that we'll be using. Data is used for everything. Div is used for everything, keeping pictures, keeping images, keeping videos, but span is more often used for text only. So I am span, and I can take text only. And now you can see I am span, and I can take text only. Alright, so this is why I created the span right here, so that you can get what actually is happening. Let's say about now we have small data here. Let's say small d, and we continue with this, right? And now you can see this here. Anything that follows I am span, or anything that follows this right here, right, will not be impacted, right? So let me take it away, and let us see what is happening. Okay, let's take color red away. Alright, so now when we have taken color red, we said p dot, you can say p dot data, right? So I still do not know what is happening here. So if I say p dot data, so we have the paragraph. Okay, we have the first paragraph, the second paragraph, the third paragraph. All are data, right? And this is the parent paragraph right here, parent div right here, and in between we are having span. This span div checks for I mean, this should, what I mean to say, that anything and everything in here should turn you know, should turn green or blue or whatever color I have kept, except from this span, right, which is hello. Oh, except from this, right? So let us have this span here and try again. Maybe it's at times Google caches too much that it does not show us the real picture. Okay, I'll say p dot data. Okay, data is again small, it should be capital. I do this mistake every time. Now you can easily see. Now that's what I mean, right? And now you can easily see what is happening here. Right, so the span here you can see is clearly tilted, right? And why isn't the first one red, blue? The first one is not blue because of the fact we said p dot data, which is paragraph data, right? The class name is data, right? Tilted, right? And all the following paragraphs, right? That means all the following paragraphs will use that tilde, right? That means only the data paragraphs after this, following this is the first one, and all the data paragraphs or all which are marked as data inside the class will be turned blue except anything in between. For example, I can have this here, paragraph hello and paragraph. So what I mean, except from this parameter, everything will, now you can see it is a paragraph, so it is not turned blue, it has not turned red. But if it is div, right, if it is div, so you can see it is black. That means anything that follows which is not a paragraph after the data paragraph will be turned to black, right, will be turned to blue, right? So that means everything will be blue except, right, the first one, because we are telling that if you follow all the following after the p, after the first paragraph, and anything which is not a paragraph, or right, anything which is not the paragraph will also turn black, will remain what it is. Or for example, we say initially we have applied color red, right? So if we apply color red initially to star, okay, initially what we have done, we have applied color red, everything is red. Then I say once everything has been turned to red, right, anything that follows the first paragraph will be turned blue. But tilted means that if it is not a paragraph, it is not going to affect it, right? Like spam is not a paragraph, span is a text container, and div here is not a paragraph, it's a general container. So that's why it's basically, it works like this, right? Okay, let us start styling. We have had enough of these things, so let me again start. We have this, let me delete all. Right, so let's work on header and footer and every single thing. Right, so we can call them, right? So let me give this header an id is equivalent to, okay, let's make a main container. So I will make a div, and I give this an id is equivalent to wrapper, right? And you should always try and give names which are, you know, understandable. Okay, wrapper means something that wraps up everything, right? Inside the body tag, now I have a wrapper tag. Inside the wrapper tag, I have the header tag, and then I have the footer tag, and in here I can have this section tag, and after the section tag, wait a second, I'll come back. Alright guys, so we'll start styling and designing the documents right now. Okay, and the first thing that we are going to do is, we know that we have created a div, we have given it id, which is a wrapper. Wrapper makes sense, right, because it can wrap up things. And then we have a section, we give this section an id is equivalent to container, or let's call this as main content section, right? And then we have footer, and imagine every single thing resides under this wrapper. So I'll just indent it so you understand, right? Okay, so I'll just get rid of this copy right here. First we will style it. So let's start with styling part. So now we have this wrapper in here, and then we have this header id is equivalent to main header. Okay, and then nothing in here. Now we have our document as plain as it can be. We have a main div, which is a wrapper. Div is the container, as you guys know, right? Or you call it division, or you call this as container. Header, we have here the top header. Header can contain many articles or divs. If you want logo and every single thing can go inside this header. Okay, and then we have section, main content, and then we have filter. So I think it's going to be sufficient for you to get started with. So let me go, and as you know that I said every single thing inside the class will have font family set to Arial, and the second thing is that our body background color is white, so I will try and make it #CCC, which is gray. Now where do you get these hexadecimal colors from? Let me show you. So let me show you. You know, we can say hexadecimal color picker, right? So you can call hexadecimal color picker. Okay, so now this is the color picker right here. You can call it and you can choose your colors, right? For example, I have chosen, I'll choose it from here, the background color of the body. So I say, let me have this. So this is the RGB color, so this is the HSV, and this is the hex here. So you can copy this hex and color your document, right? And I'll just paste it here. So now my body background color is slighter or slight gray, whatever you may call it, and every single thing will have font as Arial. And what I will do, I will call my wrapper div, right? So this is my wrapper div, and I will say width is equivalent to 1000 pixels. So given the width in pixels, right, and if you give width, you give height, right? Height is 200 pixels or 600 pixels. Okay, it will not be visible unless you give background dash color, and hexadecimal for white is FFF. Alright, so now it is not visible. So wrapper is small w, and here it is. Let me copy this right here, wrapper, and here I go with a wrapper. Okay, width is equal to 1000 pixels, height is equal to 600 pixels, and background color BACKGROUND is FFF, which is white, and it should come now. Let me keep something in here. Hello. Okay, you can see it's coming, but it's not taking the width and the height because of Google caching, I suppose. I don't know. So WIDTH width 1000 pixels, HEIGHT spelling mistakes, I don't know. Okay, now you can see it has come here, right? You will tell me, sir, why hasn't it come? It should come at the center. Nothing is automatically applied using CSS. You have to do everything manually, right? And you need to be quite professional while developing these websites, because unless you know how to properly align, and it's one of the toughest jobs to align. Why? Because different laptops have different resolutions, different mobiles have different resolutions, screen sizes, and you are trying to develop something that fits in that fits in each and every resolution, right? Your website should be readable from every resolution, every laptop, every tablet, every mobile. So this is the trend these days. We don't create websites, but what we do, we create responsive websites. Okay, all right, so let's carry on. Now I can say, I see that this is towards the this div. Let me color it for you so that you understand it. So let's say color is red without giving hexa. Now you can see it's towards the left side. It should be towards the right side. If I just try and decrease the resolution right here, you can see now the website is not up to the mark, right? My wrapper is disturbed. So because we say that everything is going to come inside this wrapper. Now if the wrapper is not aligned properly, nothing can be aligned in here, right? So that is the point. So what I will do, I will try and align this wrapper. I can say margin right dash left 100 pixels, but you can see now giving 100 pixels has brought it somewhere towards the right hand side, but yeah, it's still disturbing. Once you minimize it, you can see instead of going to the left side, it's going to the right side. Now you can see this space here. For example, if you are browsing the website from a lower resolution laptop, so you're going to see this, right? So that's a problem that we have to face, or we are facing, and we have to correct and rectify this problem as soon as possible. Now, how do you rectify it? By just, let me minimize it, by just saying margin left. Margin left is there, margin right is also there, okay, and margin top is also there, you can see, and margin bottom is also there. So you're not sure, if you're not sure of the resolution that your website is going to be viewed from, what you do, you don't call margin top, margin bottom, margin right, margin left. Call only margin. Calling the margin, I repeat, calling the margin means you're calling margin top, you're calling margin bottom, you're calling margin left, you're calling margin right, right? And I will not give any number or any specific number. I will say, hey website, hey wrapper, would you please adjust your margins accordingly and automatically depending, right, on the size and the resolution of the PC that I am being browsed from, right? So now let us see. Now it doesn't matter what your size is, you can see it remains in the middle, but I'll say that it's not getting automatically adjusted. Then I'll say, instead of giving width in pixels, you can give a width in percentage. So I'll say take the 95% total available area, whatever area is available there, take 95% of that, so it becomes more, terminate it, and it becomes more flexible. Now you can see, let me take 90% so that's visible. Now you can see it becomes more flexible, right? So this is from a lower resolution laptop, maybe this is from a tablet, and this is from a mobile device, yet you can see everything is in the center, right? You can see everything is the center. So let me show you again, right? And the second thing that I am going to do is I will call the body tag, and I may say the body tag is already called. Let me give a bit of margin. So I will say margin dash top is 20 pixels and margin dash bottom is 20 pixels. So this is going to work. So giving 20 pixel margin from top and giving 20%. Now you can see bottom is visible and top is visible and my area is also visible. So I will turn it white again. Hash FFF means the wrapper is now white again. So now color combination, I'm going to tell you a secret of color combination today, that color combinations completely depend on right, left, top and bottom, right? And border plays a very vital role in selection, right? And if your color is gray, right, and your foreground is white, and if you are stuck between gray and white, what you can do is keep the border as, now first the thickness of the border, which is 1 pixel. It takes 3 properties: thickness, color and pattern. And I will say border has to be, let me go to a color picker, I will choose a darker border, right? So this is the border that I have chosen. And solid means straight line border. You can have dashed, dotted, Right, you can see that it looks nice now. It looks like it's engraved, right? So you cannot have red borders, green borders. So you need to know, and you need to play with sophisticated colors, make professional websites, right? Do not make color website like as that of games and every single thing, right? So now you can see it looks much better. For me, it looks better. If you think it doesn't look better, let me know in the comment section, right? And what is solid, I can show you. There are a few types of border also. We have solid, we have dotted, right? So I can go with dotted right here. Now you can see dotted border, right? So it is dotted, and we can have dashed, and many type of borders. Now you can see dashed border right here, and we will go with solid. I would prefer solid. Solid means straight line. So let me reset it, and now you can see it doesn't matter the resolution that you are going to visit the website from, will remain the same. And second thing that I want to tell you guys is, for example, if the height is 100 pixels, right? For example, let's say if the height of the site is 100 pixels only, and go inside the section, and I will say hello, how are you, right? It fits in automatically, right? So we don't have any problem. But now if I say hello, how are you, and then I click BR, which is the break line, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Now let's see what happens. Now it's absolutely okay. Now once I do it again, now you can see it's going outside the div. Why? Now this is the difference between professional website and a website which is just for the sake of being the website, right? But we are not creating websites for the sake of website. We're learning professional application development, right? So this is because, let me see this. Okay, this only because of the fact that what we have said, we said height maximum 100 pixels, right? So this is the maximum height that I have given it. You should always try and give wrapper, always try and give minimum height. And once you say minimum height, it means that minimum height is 100 and maximum will be adjusted automatically. Now you can see it's adjusted automatically, right? Now if I add more, 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. If the content grows, the height also grows. Content goes, height also grows. Content is not there, the minimum height that we expect it to be is 100 pixels, right? So that's what we should do. Minimum height I'll keep 700 pixels. Yeah, if the content grows, the height of the website will also grow, right? So I hope you've understood this part of the lecture, right? So if it grows, the height of the website will always grow. So this is your height, and this is your website, the initial structure of the website with border, with responsive wrapper, which adjusts automatically. Responsiveness is a big thing. We'll have to be pros to learn developing responsive web applications. Let me look at the time first. Okay, we still have good amount of time left, so we can do this. All right, and now we have this header, which is main header. So let me style the main header. Let's say hash main header. What I will do right here, I will say width 100%. So the width of wrapper, the width of main header, you can see right here, the header is inside the parent wrapper, and the wrapper has 90% of width. So if I give 100%, it actually means 90% of the total available area, because the parent is wrapper. 100% means 90% of the total available area, means 100% of the width that is available. Let me show you this. I'll say height. Here we cannot say minimum height, we'll have to say HE height, and let us take it to 100 pixels. All right, and let me say background, just for alignment, background red, right? So just for the alignment, I'm not going to make red websites. All right, so I'll save it and terminate all. Now you can see that we have the header of the website ready, right? And 100%, right? If I say 90% again, so 100% of the parent, right? So if I say 90%, that means it's going to take 90% of the wrapper, because wrapper is 90%. When I say 100%, the 100% available width for main header is the width of wrapper, which is 90%. So that's why I'll go 100%. Or you can say inherit. You can inherit. Now once you inherit, you will inherit only 90%. Inherit means the main parent is wrapper. You are inheriting the width of wrapper, means wrapper has 90%, you are having 90% here. But in my case, I want full width to be used, which is 100%. Now you can see it takes not the 100% of the body, but 100% of the wrapper, right? And I will not go with red, so I will keep it white only. Now see, we have to set border. Now if I go on and set the same border as I've set using wrapper, I'm going to get some problem here. Now what you can see, website should not be overlapped, and now you can see overlapped border here. The border is overlapping here, right? Isn't it? So it's not a good thing. I see many websites developed by big companies with same thing. So we are professional. Doesn't matter we earn 10 rupees, we earn 200 rupees, we earn 1000 rupees. We're not going to make unprofessional websites. So our website should be, we should have very good and nice, understandable, human readable user interface. So for that, we have to take care of small things. And once you take care of small things, you assemble all those small things, then you have a big thing happening. Can you listen to birds, right? Because what we have done, we have got rid of dogs now. So dogs they have stopped barking, right? And they are having that fear of COVID. Now birds are enjoying the solitude because they don't see anything. No pollution, no traffic, nothing at all. Birds are having a ball, and we are also having a ball back home. Hey, by the way, I told you not to eat too much, you'll get fat. Eat less, work hard. Fine, and that's what we are doing. Okay, let's not change the goalposts here, so we remain where we are. Okay, so this is unprofessionalism, overlapping the border. So what I'll do here, I will not go with border, I will say only bottom, since I know from left hand side, from right hand side, and from top side, border is already there. What is the fun of giving another border? So I'll only give border to bottom, and now you can see, right, it looks like much better now, right? And 90 and 100, right? So you can see it looks much better right now, right? So giving border will overlap, so we are not interested in overlapping things. Let me have 120 pixels of height, right? So 120 pixels of height. So let me go and style my footer also. So footer id is equal to main. And coding conventions, always whenever you have two words or you want to give set id class or name, which is a two-word name, so first one should be small and second one should be capital. These are known as coding conventions. So these are coding conventions for you. And let me go ahead and style the main footer as well. So what I do, I will say width is 100% and footer has the same parent, wrapper, right? 100% means 90% of the total available area, and height is going to be 200 pixels, and background, I will go with the darker background, doesn't matter. Okay, so let me go with the darker background, hash 888981. Okay, so this is my main footer. Let me go. Okay, now you can see the footer here. I will say, hey sir, why didn't footer come here, underneath the website? Why is footer coming here? It's only because of the fact that we have not aligned it, right? It will be aligned accordingly as per the content. Now the content is here. I'll go with the main content as well, and I'll say main content section will again have the height of 100% because the main content section has the same div, which is wrapper again. And let us say minimum height, because content may increase, content may decrease. So I can keep the minimum height as 300 pixels, right? And let's not give it any color. The moment your content has height, now you can see it's growing. So let me give content more height, 360 pixels. Alright, so now you can see the footer maybe let's have 380 pixels. Okay, now this is your footer, right, and this is your header, and this is your content div. Now if I increase the content size, let's say 580 pixels, now you can see div height is automatically increased. Why? Because we set div height as minimum height, not the maximum height. The maximum height is not an option here. Maximum height is automatically taken. And the last but not the least thing that I'm going to do today, right, so let us go with aside here. I'm going with an aside in the header, ASIDE, right, and let us say aside class. Aside class is equal to, you can give ID or you can give class, right, left, let us say left head or header, maybe header left. Okay, header left sounds quite okay, right, and let's see, header left is there. Okay, let me style header left now. I will say hash header left, right, so it is only for logo, right. What's the time? I want you guys to practice as well. Yeah, it's already been more than 40 minutes, so let's leave this header for today, and I want you guys to practice this very hard. Header we will keep for tomorrow's class, and we'll try and make, because now we have started developing and designing things, now we will be maintaining a PDF file from tomorrow, and that PDF file will be downloadable. You can download it from the website, and what I expect from you guys is to work hard and practice 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Alright, so unless you become quite familiar with web designing and get idea of color combination and every single thing, I'll be with you guys throughout your session, making sure you become professionals. But yeah, since I do not watch them, your duty is to let me know that you have watched, right? At least like or comment so that I know that you guys are watching, you guys are learning, right? So see you in the next class. Bye bye, take care.